Out in front, Borelli is leading Alvaro Lucas, but there's nothing to separate them. And
very, very aggressive move. He takes the lead. It was hard, but it looks like Bahosa was just able, as we see actually, a crash there for the 26. So disappointment there for him.
And free will be crucial. It's time to get the power down. Whoever gets the power down first will have
to keep on to the circuit. I think the 69 perhaps has got a bit of a scare when he's seen the M, so that will be an end as the Marshals try and get that bike off to safety. Deep gravel as well for them. And
a huge advantage on the long run into the Adelaide hairpin. Carlos Cano.
32 of Ramadhipa coming up as inside.
It did look like that. They're able to keep the bike upright, slots back into second.
That bike not wanting to be moved easily as Alvaro Lucas now hits the front, and yet
just sitting behind the top two at the moment. Bahosa has set the fastest lap of the race and will look to take the fight to Ramadhipa on this lap.
Yeah, and certainly now a long lap penalty has been made by Bahosa, so a solid long lap yet again.
Under braking for Alvaro Lucas, getting very squirrely under braking for Adelaide Hair.
As the number 7 Borelli looks to make a move, and this is a replay of the incidents. They began just a bunch up front as just ahead now, and still a nice safe rejoin in the finish up. But the 46,
but able to keep it together, remaining in second place as he looks to attack Christian Borelli. The
further down the order, and it looks like yeah, it was just a chain reaction, unsighted right at the front of this field. And at the start of this lap, it was the 81, your pole sitter, who was in P1. Now,
race leader Carlos Cano sitting.
It was a big group, and then you'll just see the incident there. He's dropped all the way back to P5 as Alex Longarella, your championship leader, looks to be on the...
In third, just ahead of Alex Longarella, as the two title rivals fight.
Number 70 on the ground, and it all just bunched up on the inside. Riders trying to initially take a voiding attack. And well, Jack, it's been a great season so far for Longarella, and you have to say, if he can walk away
for the podium positions, Cano has come from the 9th row of the grid.
Of the first rider, and then as he did that, everyone piled into the inside.
Turn 5 is
another victory. That's going to be his. That's going to be some solid championship points. Number 25.
After the 180-degree corner, it's Borelli who's still pinch point, especially on lap 1. When you have a group of riders, it just takes one into the point.
Will be what he wants to get as he looks up the inside of Alvaro Lucas.
It will be, yeah, exactly what he leads ahead of Alvaro Lucas. But Lucas is close. Is he going to make a move into the chicane? And it just bunches up.
And now side by side heading to turn 1. Bahosa's
looking for, as we see they come through the final chicane, taking a couple of different lines. Some riders hit it, he thinks about it, but decides against it. There are other overtaking opportunities to come.
On the outside though, so Ramadhipa holds firm in P1 as he heads to turn 1. Now
the curves a bit more. Alex Longarella getting some encouragement from his team on the pit wall, and Cano forces his way up the inside.
Keep in mind, 2 long lap penalties to serve for Bahosa. That should be around 6.
We see the number 4 battle for the lead through turn of Lucas and Borelli at turn 13. He goes from 3rd to 1st in one move, and
Eck is lost, maybe even a little bit more with it being so slippy out there. You don't want to throw it down the road at long lap penalty.
Just trying to see who that is. It's the number 45, so it is Longarella who takes the lead. He signals for the riders behind him to follow, but Borelli is on the inside through turn 14. He is absolutely not, and obviously if he goes on the green while he's taking that long lap, he'll then have to do it again, so he has to be. Gambarini running wide again at turns 2 and 3. We've just had confirmation that the number isn't able to make that move stick. They're 4 wide behind Cano into turn 15. All very careful. I suspect his strategy was to try and get away at the start and get as much of a gap. Tank has taken, so that's Remy Salmon has completed his long lap penalty. As we head to keep it together, positions changing as they cross the line, and now, just as possible, hasn't been able to do that. We're seeing a 5-rider group fighting for victory here, and it looks like he's down on the run through turns 4 and into turn 5, and it's Christian Borelli. 3 laps to go in this shortened ETC Race 1. just making a move into the lead ahead of Ramadhipa under braking at turn 5.
Yeah, now of course,
who has the slipstream? Alex Longarella. It's Beri who actually makes the move. It is Cano leading ahead of Alvaro Lucas and Alex.
Parry on Ramadhipa fighting back straight away as well they make their way towards turn.
It's very tight through turn 5. Longarella taking the lead through the run. It's Longarella across the line. It looks like he's trying to build up a bit of a gap. He's gained 25.6
now, and then we're heading towards where the long lap penalty actually is located.
So this is turn 5. Christian Beri now in P1.
Yeah, great ride so far for the
position so far has the number 1. The gap will probably come down on the run through
69. Will he take the first of his long laps this time around? It looks like he will, so diving into the number 7. And well, it's been a great race so far for him. And now he's going to be hoping
turns 3 and 4 into turn 5.
So Cano leading the way here. So long lap penalty now, should lose around 2 or 3 seconds. Where will this drop him back to? He entered to try and take the lead. He's going to try and hoping to take victory, but Lucas on the attack straight. The number 1 showing his authority once more. Longarella and Lucas, P3 inside the podium places, and now he slots in. Is that Carlos Cano that slots in behind? Away on the 46. 5 laps remaining, so moving into the closing stages of this. Now, they've been on attack from lap 1, and well, you have to wonder, is that just going to be a strategy? So perhaps P13 at the moment now for the 69. We'll wait for that to update, but Carlos Cano, nonetheless, European Talent Cup race. This is where moves begin to be important. This is where you need to set yourself up in a nice way to try and bunch everyone up once again, because quite a few riders, they do enjoy a group battle, and they do enjoy it's inside the point scoring positions, and that is going to be job done for 1 of possession. It's almost 3 wide heading into the Imola section of the circuit. The chicane being able to get in the mix and allow other riders to trip up the host's long lap penalties.
It is, and we'll check how much time he lost taking it.
As Longarella now slots back into P2. Lucas back down to P3, potentially.
They do, and we just see Alex Longarella leading the race. Now he just gets ahead, and Alvaro Cano up to 13th at the moment, and it looked like Bahosa was around.
Now second position once again, but Carlos Cano, he's lurking. P4, the number 1.
Lucas passes Cano as well, but Cano's fighting back into the 180-degree corner. Can he do 2 for 1 once again? Cano when he rejoins, so 12th, 13th place perhaps for the Spaniard.
As now Alvaro Lucas is on the attack, and he wants another 25 points to his name so far this season. He wants for
although it looks, yes, no, he has been able to make it stick. It is a big group fighting.